Yeah.
We're I hope we're live again. It's that one thing we got to check every time. Um,
Yeah.
but I see one person on there. I don't know if it's
Yeah,
you.
that's me.
Oh, I just figured it out. If you hover over the eye, it shows where the people are watching from. That's kind of
Really?
yeah. All
Oh
right.
wow. That's cool.
Um, well, welcome back, everybody. I'm Jason,
I'm Steve.
and as we said last week, we are going to build the Adventureland sign, which won't take nearly as long, probably half the time, really. Um, let's go full screen, not on me. um, yeah, so I just gonna go over the parts. So we have these two main parts that do the first part of the arch, and then we have these parts, so that connects on top of the arch. It's like the I guess makes it look like bamboo, and then we have the main like structure, the just poles. I think they're like palm trees originally or something, but they cross on the back of the sign. All the letters, the little tiki mask face,
Oh yeah.
and then I have six of these.
What is
Um,
that?
if you see my sign in the past, I have the little thing around.
Oh yeah.
Makes it look like leather ties or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's what those are. Those were going to go last. This will go after we can the arch. So
And how many pieces are total in this one?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 parts, counting the letters, and then six of these.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. So that's
So like,
way less than the other one,
um,
the Jungle Cruise.
obviously, the first step again is to get rid of all the masking tape. And again, I like to make things complicated, so I have these little lines in between.
Yeah.
And then, like we were talking about last time, we have all these little sections of the letters where it kind of mix it like they're like supposed to be like branches put together to make letters.
Right.
So
Right.
they're sectioned off, and it puts everything into little tiny pieces. I don't think I need to do
So
that.
well, I forgot on the other one. What did you use the masking tape for? I forgot again. But
So sometimes I use this to pick up the other masking tape, or sometimes I'll just take out a section and instead of putting it on my finger, like I'll just
oh yeah.
hold it like
No,
that.
but when you burn it, what was the masking tape
Oh,
for?
on it already.
Yeah, yeah. I remember you told us, but I forgot already.
For this reason right here. So we have burn
The
marks.
burning. Okay.
So well, that really burned, but it's still masking tape.
Cool.
So
Hey, Dr. Gonzalez.
hello. Um, yeah. So it's a lot easier to clean off this than all of this.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
just a little sanding on that stuff.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So it just helps. You don't want to sand off everything.
No, no. But you can tell the difference in the colors now when you take the masking tape off.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is totally around the edges. It gets pretty burned. In fact, sometimes um, it might shift a little bit. So the you can see how thin the laser gets,
Yeah.
like a hairline fracture there. So this moved a tiny bit as the laser was cutting, and
Wow.
that's still pretty clean. So I think it's the only part right there. But these these little lines here, it's supposed to be like the separator between two different like stacks of bamboo or whatever.
Yeah.
But they tend to get everywhere. Like I find stuff after I'm done building, like stuck on my hand or my finger somewhere, and or on this, like it is right there.
I just hear Kalea, my dog, snoring.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Just came back from Home Depot and we got some more wood for my laser cabinet. So
oh yeah, it's looking good so far.
yeah, yep. I was gonna use a 3/4 inch uh, plywood to build it, and then I realized that's actually kind of thick for the
Yeah, you can
drawer.
deal with 1/2 inch or something.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use 1/2 inch for my drawer.
Plus, it gets rather expensive too.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, if you get the good ones, it's like $50 a sheet.
yeah. So I got the sandy plywood
Yeah,
rather than Baltic birch. That's
yeah.
way too expensive.
And just not necessary. If you're making
No.
furniture out of it, that like
Yeah, that's
yeah,
totally different. Yeah,
but then you're selling it and actually making money anyway. So
right.
so what laser did you get again?
The X Tool D1 Pro. So it's the 10 watt laser, not the 20 watt. Your
Right,
brother has the 20
21.
watt, right? Yeah. So
Like
once
you
I
said, you
start
can
getting into it, then I'll probably
yeah, you can upgrade it.
advance to the to the 20 watt.
And they just came out with their X tool. Came out with that new one, the P or something. It's
I haven't.
it's all enclosed like the Glowforges. It's all
Oh,
gray.
that's right. Yeah, yeah. I just saw that. Yeah,
That
yeah,
looks pretty cool too. But it's about the same price as a Glowforge. So, which, if those of you who don't know, the Glowforge is like at least 2,500. So
yeah,
it's a little pricey. That's what I have, but I did it through a firm, so I can pay monthly.
yeah.
But
A little bit.
that's what I was doing full time. That's how I made these signs. So I mean, I paid that thing off several times over.
Yeah.
See, I just pulled up that tape, and there's still a little mark right there. So
Oh yeah, a little burn mark.
sometimes still gets through.
Yeah, but luckily that tape helps, so it
Yeah,
doesn't get too bad.
it's like I put it on myself. I think I said this last time. The material you'll get from Glowforge has it already on there,
Oh right,
but their
yeah,
stuff is a
it's
lot more
expensive.
expensive.
Yeah,
So the other place doesn't put it on, so I have to put it on, and because of that, it doesn't stick as well. I'm not taking my time to like brush off any kind of dust or whatever before I put it down.
oh yeah, yeah.
So I would imagine like if you had like I forget what those things are called, but they're like damn it, it's like a lint cloth or whatever that's sticky. I forget what it is, but it's for dusting off like the sand after you sand it down or whatever.
Oh yeah, the one of those tack.
Tack cloths. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
If you were to put that, rub it on onto the sign before you put this tape down, I bet it would stick a lot better. But
yeah.
I'm just putting it on and burning stuff right away. And Glowforge is, sending it to you and whatever.
Yeah,
I'm okay with what I have. So
Yeah, it works. So how did you get started building this Adventureland sign? Why did you choose this one?
Um, I just always liked this one, and
Because at Disneyland, I just remember going over to the by the tiki room, and then it had that little weird walkway thing there, which they got rid of now. So
right, but the walkway still was under the arch,
yeah, yeah,
so the
but
arch
it like
hasn't.
separated the walkway into two parts.
Right, but the arch hasn't changed. Um, it still looks the same. I mean, I think they updated it a little bit, but it still pretty much looks the same. So, um, I don't think the one at Disney World looks a lot like this one. I might be wrong,
Yeah,
but
I don't know. Yeah,
I have to look at that up. But
yeah. I
I
was
know
trying
that.
to see if my friend Kenny would come on and
Yeah, well, I mean,
do a ride through with him because he lives by Disney World.
yeah,
He's
he's Alpha Traveler.
yeah, Alpha Traveler one. Yeah, he's got some cool videos too.
You should invite him to the live stream, and even if they just want to watch.
Yeah. Well, I know he was going out or he was leaving town for I don't know for how many days, but I don't know if he's back or not. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, nothing to sand on that one.
Yeah.
All right, so this,
So is that the wording there, the letters, is that engraved a little bit?
yeah, it's actually a score,
Oh, okay.
a score line.
Just so you know where to put the letters.
Right.
Okay.
I used to engrave it, and then I'm like, why am I wasting my time engraving when I
Yeah.
can just score? Because um,
Yeah.
there's no
It's
reason to
not.
engrave it.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to go down deep. It's just it's just for a
It,
guide.
yeah. It's not an inset, right?
Yeah, I can get covered up anyway. But yeah, you can see. I
Yeah. Okay.
literally the graphic that made the letters. I just made it smaller, like offset it, well, inset it,
Yeah.
and whatever was there was there. But like you can see on like all of them are pretty clean except for this one E. The line's got a
Oh
little,
yeah.
and I just never taken the time to like stretch it out. But you get the point because this E perfectly fits that one, and
Right.
so you could still land at that one. It makes
Yeah.
sense.
So I had a question for when like for instance that E, how it didn't. I don't know if it was your drawing or the wood, but how sometimes when you're lasering, it doesn't actually laser everything. It like skips. It doesn't skip over. It's actually doing it, but it's not burning into the wood.
It doesn't go
What?
down all the way, or
Yeah. What causes that? Do you know what causes that?
most of the time it's probably because your laser lens or mirrors are not cleaned. I find if you clean them very well each time, um, you'll have better results.
Because
Um,
it was actually cutting or not cutting. It was engraving, but then certain letters it wasn't engraving. It was very odd.
if it skipped a letter, I mean that's weird.
Yeah, because let's say for your land, right? The L would come in, the A would come in, but the N would be like half an N, and then the D would be fine. It'd be something like that. It's really weird. So I thought it was maybe the wood. So I put in another piece of wood, and it did the same thing. And I increased the power and slowed the time down, and it seemed like that didn't do anything.
I'm still gonna suggest that it was probably dirty. Um, I mean, there's only so much that there's going to be wrong. You know,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have you have fans, and you have mirrors, and you have lenses. I mean, unless
yep,
there's something fluctuating in power at that point in time, I mean, you should be fine. You know,
yeah.
so it would have to be
Well,
something.
hopefully that doesn't happen with the X tool. So
I mean, I haven't seen that happen with my brothers. As long as you get the initial settings down, you know.
right, right.
Because
Yeah, I have everything all like for certain things. I have everything written down.
yeah, I take screenshots of my settings, and also Glowforge now has it where you can save your custom settings.
Oh, that's good.
Um,
Yeah, that's good.
but yeah,
That way you can just refer back to it and
yeah. Not only that, I can just like select it and it's good.
yeah.
Um, but for the most
No,
part, um, you have to trial and error and to get the right settings, and
yeah,
then it depends on the laser. So if you're going to another laser, they're completely different unless it's
yeah,
exactly the same settings.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
if Phil was burning something, my brother, on his 20 watt, that's a completely different setting than on yours.
yeah. Totally. Yep.
Which I found, I had when my first Glowforge bit the dust, and I had to get a replacement. I had tried to get Christy to make some of my router bases for my customers,
Yeah. Uh huh.
and I gave her my settings, and I was like, "All right, here, this should be fine." And then actually, she burned or engraved the first one. She's like, "Your thing melted," and
Oh.
that's because she had a 45 watt and not the 40 like I have.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, "Oh well, I'm not there to kind of guide where those new settings should be." So I
Yeah.
pretty much had to make my customers wait on that one. I'm like,
She needs to come on this show or do a podcast or something with her.
I mean, she is how I met Joey and Udi and all that. So she's been on theirs
Right. Right.
several times. In fact, um, her nickname was Producer Christy.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe we'll get her on here. She's always busy now, so we'll see.
So the masking tape that you put over this, what kind of masking tape is that? It, it doesn't look like regular masking tape.
Um, I mean, it is.
It
It's just a
looks
bigger roll.
looks thinner.
No, it's about the same
Same
as
thickness. It's
masking
not
tape.
like painter's tape, right? So like the blue tape is painter's tape. You're I can't. You broke up. Yeah, I can't hear you. Your internet's still doing the same thing, and you froze. And that's it. We'll be right back. He has internet issues, so hopefully he'll just restart and come back. So, how is everybody? I see there's one person watching, and I believe that's myself. So, anyway, he's coming back. So,
I'm back.
and there he is.
I
He's
don't
back.
trying to be back.
Trying. Yeah.
You're okay. There we go. You're frozen on mine.
There we go.
I need to get that fixed. Like I said, I was gonna schedule them to come out this week, and then I was like, I'm just gonna hold off until this live stream because I didn't want to be without internet, and then we couldn't do this.
Right. Right. So you're saying that the masking tape is just regular old masking tape?
Yeah,
Just a wider version of it.
it's a whole 12-inch roll, so I
Okay.
can run a whole.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot. Yeah, 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 yeah. I remember
Um,
you were saying that a lot in the last episode.
yeah, and it. I had 12 by 9 strips of masking tape, blue masking tape that I used before. I would put like 3 sections down or whatever.
Right.
What this does is when it burns, it gets all tacky and like melts.
It, the
And
glue, because it's like glue in there.
right, so like how that one piece was like all melty, it would be like that
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah,
So the white stuff doesn't do that. And I don't
yeah.
know.
There's that like it's like frog tape. So when
Yeah,
it gets, I think with frog tape, when it gets wet is when it becomes real sticky, and so that way the paint doesn't seep through the tape.
right. And that's good for painter's tape.
Yeah,
Not good for
not
laser.
this. So
Um,
where do you get that masking tape at? That 12-inch
just
roll?
Amazon. It's just yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
cool.
Like everything else is Amazon.
Except for the wood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I
And
did buy. Remember how last time I didn't have the wood for the Jingle Cruise Eye,
yeah,
which
yeah,
is what do you call it? I was gonna say 60, 1/16th. Yeah, 1/16th thick wood. It's like a veneer, pretty much.
right.
Um, Normally, I get that from the same place, but it would have taken like over a week to get it. So I just found some on Amazon and I ordered that, and I just made that today and shipped it out to that
The customer.
customer.
Yeah, nice.
So
I like how you lined that up with the R.
yeah, isn't that
Yeah,
like at
that's
first I had it
cool.
going straight, and I was like, actually, first off, it would make more sense that you have not a straight line, but like some kind of curve, so it
Yeah,
wouldn't be as like breakable.
right,
And
right.
then the R was in the middle. Well, the U is in the middle, but the R just worked out better. And when you put the R on top of it, I mean, you'll see like a tiny bit here, and then remember this gets covered too. So like you
Yeah,
don't see
yeah,
much of that crack.
yeah.
So
Pretty neat. How long did it take you to think of how to build this?
um,
Like a few times, the trial and error type?
yeah, this one was actually pretty quick as compared to Small World and the Jungle Cruise. Um, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. There was no guessing on things except for the settings, But
Right, right.
like building it was straightforward. I pretty much did it down the middle, except for when I did these, I made sure that this overline, this put together not in the same place as this. In fact, when I first did it, I was going to put it over there, but then this
Yeah,
would have been a lot longer, and like on the actual sheet, it wouldn't have fit as good. But when I cut them out, I can do this, and it fits better.
yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah,
uh,
you save wood.
right, but this overlaps that, so it helps it be stronger. And then you have that back piece, which kind of goes over that too. So, in fact, um, when I first did this back piece, it didn't have this line. I added that because it made more sense to have more support. But that was pretty early
Yeah,
on. So yeah, I mean maybe there was like maybe one or two that I did before coming to this version, but there was a lot more on the other ones. So I'm using this. This is a silicone mat. You can see there's glue on it, but
yeah, it doesn't
literally I
even
could peel that away.
peel it off, yeah.
So there you
That's
go.
what I have too. I
Yeah,
have this large, where's my other hand? There it is. I have this large mat.
yeah. I have this on my
Yeah,
desktop.
I have the same one.
Yeah. I mean, it's got glue all over it, but the glue sticks to that. But it is self healing. So if you do X-Acto knife stuff on it,
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
yeah. So I could get a bigger silicone, but I only use it for this really. So um, just glue this. Oops, I might have to glue that again. I messed that up.
Yeah, is it,
No, I got it.
that looks good. Yeah.
So do one at a time. That way, I'm not messing everything up. Trying to get them both lined up.
Yeah. I need to get your active super glue and activator because the activator I got, man, it smells so bad.
Yeah, is that the spray one?
Yeah.
Not the aerosol, but
No, it is aerosol.
oh, it is.
Yeah, but it smells really bad.
That's kind of funny because normally you would think the aerosol wouldn't have a smell because it's mostly air. I had the little
Mm.
Bob Smith version.
Oh, yeah,
It's an actual spray,
right,
but
right.
it doesn't like this. Like you can see it's
Yeah,
there, but
yeah.
like it's like it'll evaporate pretty quickly. Whereas Bob's was like stayed liquid, and it just I didn't like it. You can get this on Amazon too.
Act fix.
Yeah, there's a couple different size bottles. There's like a little one.
Yeah.
Um, this is a
That
lot
one you hey,
cheaper.
that one you get 25% free.
Yeah. Um, the one that you get for Star Bondo, you can
Uh-huh.
buy a kit that has some with it. It's a lot more expensive than this one. So I usually
Yeah,
get one of those.
it works great. That's my brother's new favorite uh what do you call it? Not tool, but accessory thing or whatever. That is
Oh yeah,
that super glue with the activator holding up, yeah, putting together some stuff.
yeah.
So now you're going to be putting on the bamboo
Yeah.
arch, right? Yeah. How long does that glue stay? Uh, doesn't dry up?
You got at least 30 seconds, unless
30
you
seconds?
spray that on there,
Yeah.
which is good. Is about all you need. So you just try to line it, make sure the holes can be seen, and then just hold it down a little bit. In fact, it can. Yeah, it's already,
Nice.
and you can see.
Looking good.
Yeah, and like
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I'm bending it. You know. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's pretty strong already.
Yeah. No kidding. Now for the fun part.
Yeah, well, we're gonna do
Oh, okay. You can do
those
that.
last.
Yeah.
So we'll do the. I guess I think they're palm trees, but I'll call them post or whatever. But
Yeah.
we'll do those, and then this, and then those.
And then your favorite part, taking off the tape for the letters.
Yeah. I also forgot. I usually bring my logo on there.
Oh, yeah. On the back.
I
Yeah.
have a stamp too. I can. I forget the on the Jungle Cruise and Small World. I have the extra piece that I put on, and that has the logo, so I can
Yeah.
engrave it all at the same time. But this one, it's because I'm engraving on the front. I have to put this in separately, turn it over, and then engrave.
And then, yeah, turn it around. Yeah.
So it's an extra step, and I just forgot to do it today. So not too many people watching right now.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. It just luckily just comes right off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like Wednesdays and Thursdays are live stream days for everybody.
Right. Fresh bake. We doing theirs later.
Is it today or tomorrow?
Oh yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tomorrow.
you're right. Today's Wednesday. I was thinking because last week we did it on Thursday.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it was funny because I was coming home from Home Depot, and I look at what time it was, and it was like 3:45. I'm like, oh, I forgot. I gotta get home.
Yeah, no, it was like 3:30 ish, and I just finished packing up those other. I had router bases that I made,
Yeah,
and that,
yeah,
like I said, the jingle eye. So I was like, I'm gonna hurry up and take them to the post office.
yeah.
And by the time I got back here, it's traffic and whatnot. Actually, I do this backwards. It was like right when you text me, it's like 4:15 or whatever. So, um, so you could either line this up and put the glue down, or you could just put the glue in here. Either way, easier to do this, I guess.
Yeah.
I think this one is running out, but
Yeah, I was gonna say.
the same one from last time. So just easy to line up.
Line up the top there.
Yeah, you just got to make sure that we're kind of even this way,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and that looks pretty good. So sometimes that will happen. So we'll spray underneath.
Yeah, you don't want it shifting.
Yeah. But then there you go. So now
Looking
that's even
good.
harder.
Yeah,
And this is for the nail.
yeah.
Hooks
To
in there.
hang it.
And then we have this front section. So you have
Oh yeah.
complete room for the nail there.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's actually the next section.
Yeah, how did you figure out the sequence to do all this? Like, what do you do first and second, and all, how did you figure all that out?
Um, I guess I figured that out as I was designing it. What parts I needed to have on it
Yeah,
to make it look like I wanted it to look, and just based on that, I knew I have to connect these first, obviously, to build this, and then that makes sense. So you
right.
can't build this any other
No.
way. I mean, I can start with the letters. I can start with this. But I can't put them on anything. So it just made
Yeah.
sense to do it in that order. I don't know.
No, no, no. That makes sense.
Yeah. Let's do this little guy. He has a separate nose. I want to do more tiki stuff like this. Um, I had this. I should go grab it. It's like a necklace, but it's a laser cut tiki guy. And it's like done in layers, kind of like these. Actually, hang on. Let me grab it.
Wow. Yeah, yeah. I want to see it. Yeah. That look-
Oh yeah, cool. Actually, hold it back up, so we can go full screen on it. There you go.
That was one of the last things I was able to do on my laser
Yeah.
before it
Yeah, that's cool.
bombed.
I don't
Hey, that
know.
looks like the one from the Brady Bunch.
I don't know who did this. You can see it several layers. In fact,
Yeah.
that bottom
You
layer is
need.
offset a little bit. It's like
Oh
not
yeah. Need
um,
to ask Mr. Hanalei about that.
actually. There's this name on there,
Oh wow,
Ron Monster looks like.
monster. Yeah,
But you can see how he put the wood grain in
the
there,
wood grain in
and
there.
it's
Yeah,
all in there too.
that's cool.
And then like these ones are kind of I think it's probably just acrylic paint that he did lightly, but it's a slightly different color. So
You don't think it's a pen?
I don't think so. It feels like paint. I mean, it could just be like a wash, and he did them at several times, and
Oh
then
yeah,
glued it on there. But yeah, it makes sense the way he did. He has 3 layers, so he can put the rope through it on one of them, you know.
right, right.
And then there's a 4th layer that makes up all this.
Yeah, yeah. The face and the
It,
hair and all that. Yeah,
I mean, it's actually it's fairly
it's got
weighted.
some weight to it.
I mean, I don't think you'd wear this as a necklace because of that,
Yeah,
but it's still pretty cool.
it's a good luck charm.
Yeah. Um, it's not the best job he did. Like this is offline, and I don't know. But when I saw this and all the wood grain he put in there, and I was just like, I want to do more stuff like this.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Cool.
So now that design that you're using right now for that, is that one from that you made up or you
Yeah.
found somewhere? Or?
I made it up based on how the mask looks.
Oh, okay.
My own flat version of it, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I felt like the nose like this it needed a little bit more, so I made the extra
You
part.
add.
You know, so
Yeah,
it's
that looks
the
neat.
only thing
Yeah,
that's 3D.
part of the mask. Yeah,
If I were to make another version like that, anywhere where it's engraved could be sunken down on another layer, you know,
right.
and then maybe
Yeah,
I
it
would
looks.
like offset some hairs or something. Yeah, there's a bunch of things
Yeah,
I think I
you
could do.
didn't use real hair for.
I can't remember how the real one was, if it's rope or something. I have to look at it again. It's been a while.
It's pretty neat. It's pretty cool how you came up with this and was able to design it. What? Well, no, speaking of designing and stuff, what program do you use to do all your graphic work?
Just Photoshop.
Okay.
That's for designing, but the actual vectorizing. And it was another piece that just like disappeared somewhere. Probably find it in my arm somewhere later. Oh, here it is. The Photoshop will save as a vector, but I can't do everything I want to do and offset things and tear things apart like in Photoshop as fast as I can in this other program, which is called Sure Cuts a Lot. Which I don't want to say bad, but I can think of another name for it.
Yeah.
But for doing what I'm doing, I think it's just easier, and it came with my vinyl cutter.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just the vinyl, laser, CNC.
Yeah.
It's all using the same SVG file, vector file.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just easier to do that. I should probably be using Illustrator, but Illustrator is just like a whole other beast that I just don't care to
Yeah. I I
tackle.
took classes in that. Yeah, and that was
Some stuff's easy to do, but not as easy as this other one. This chin here
right.
is going to overlap, so I put a little glue on that too.
Oh, okay. So that's your like lineup thing to line it up
Yeah, right
using that. Yeah.
there. And then he gets centered. So yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
go from the
Yeah,
back.
I normally use GIMP because it's
Right,
free. So
the free version of
yeah,
Photoshop. There's other ones out there.
yeah, I've been using that for a while. I used to use when I was first doing graphics for the construction company I was working for. I was doing using Paint Shop Pro from Jask,
I used to
and
use that
then
too.
you remember
Yeah,
that?
I'll leave this here so people can see. There's another one, Photo Impact. That's the one I used to use a lot.
Wow.
It's a lot like Photoshop, but then there was just some stuff I was like, man, I wish it would do this, and then I just
Yeah.
eventually I was just like, all right, I need to go buy Photoshop, so I did, and never went back.
Yeah. The one I want to try using and learning is Blender.
Yeah, I I want to get back into 3D, especially since I have
Yeah.
those 3D printers. And Blender is
Yeah.
a good way of doing it because it's free and
It's
you can do
free.
a lot.
And it's just so cool. And then the community, the Blender community is huge.
Yeah, these little tiny
Yeah.
tips are like,
This is your favorite part, all the letters.
you know,
Now, time wise, how long does it take for your Glowforge to cut everything out?
um,
Like the entire sign.
yeah, this these ones take a little longer than this, um, because it's doing all these and the
Intricate little designs. Yeah.
and plus well I guess it's a little um not exact, I guess was a good word of saying it, because I cut two of these parts out at the same time of the whole sepia, whatever
Yeah, because that's a
chocolate color.
different wood. Yeah,
I can fit two of those on one sheet, so I cut them out on the same time. These
right.
ones, because they're so long, I can only fit one on one sheet. So
Yeah.
I'm making one and a half sign every time.
And how big are the sheets? Or
19 by 12.
oh, okay, okay.
So this one takes about 25 minutes. I think this takes about an hour and a half to do the both things, so the full sheet.
The full sheet. Yeah.
So I
Wow.
guess that's like hour. No, what was I saying? It's an hour and a half, so 20. Yeah, about an hour, 10 minutes for the whole sign. About there.
Okay. Yeah. That's not too bad.
No, it's not bad.
Yeah.
In fact, I think it was like 12 o'clock or so, and I was like, "Oh, I got to cut out that sign." So
Yeah,
otherwise,
it's
I
looking
wouldn't have had
good.
anything to do today.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Well,
I always wondered with the Glowforge how long it would take to cut out stuff because like on mine it because my laser wasn't as is not as powerful as yours.
right.
Um, the cutting things out and everything is just it just takes forever.
Um, so you that laser is a diode laser, right?
Yes.
Mine is a tube.
CO2?
Yeah, it's a CO2 tube laser.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
you have more power on that.
we have more power, but timing wise, like my brother's takes about the same amount of time as mine.
Huh.
So it's a different. It's just a different type of laser. So
Yeah.
I said he can pretty much do everything that I can do.
So with your CO2 laser, do you have to recharge it or anything or
No, eventually the tube would wear out, and you got to replace it.
oh, okay. Okay.
But I mean, have.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
you've had it for a while now.
I've had it for a while, and like I said, this is my second one, and I had that first one for a while, and that first one broke before I had to replace it. So
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's coming together.
Yeah, I mean we don't have much more to do really.
Yeah, it's looking cool.
How long we've been on here?
45 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the other one, your Jungle Cruise sign, that was what, 2 hours
No, I
to
think
do?
we were
Or
just over
3 hours?
3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours. Now, is the lettering, is that a different wood? Or is
The
that the
same wood.
same wood?
It's the same wood as this.
Was which one?
As the
I
dark.
I couldn't see. Oh, that okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? All of this
Yeah.
gets cut out at one time.
Right, right, right. And that's that
It's a Sepley.
yeah. So, yeah. The one I can't
I
pronounce.
don't know how to. I don't know if I'm saying it right. There's another one called Actually, I don't know if it's the same one. Sepia or Sepley. I don't know if it's the same.
All I know is I know you sent me the link to to the different woods to cut on the laser.
Yeah, like I said. Oh, I missed a part here. Um, it it just makes a good contrasting color.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you're not gonna paint stuff, um, like it works out well. If you are gonna paint stuff, then either I would just do everything in the maple or MDF
Right.
or
Now, what when it's done, do you put like a polyurethane spray over it
yeah,
or
I'll just do a regular clear coat or whatever,
oh clear coat?
a
Okay.
matte clear coat.
Yeah, matte. Yeah. You don't want it to
Again,
look all glossy or anything.
yeah, I mean I don't mind that, but especially with these letters, sometimes the glue can get messy.
Oh, okay.
So again, putting a matte finish on top of the glue takes away the glare and the shine, and
Right.
you pretty much don't see the glue at all. So it's been kind of like
That's
a
a good tip.
yeah, it's been a really good way to like save my ass
Yeah.
because otherwise I'm like trying to sand away the shine of the glue, and then you can see the sandy mark, and then you're gonna try to cover that up, and
Yeah.
yeah, it makes it a lot easier. Plus, I mean, I've gotten better at gluing since I've been doing this.
Yeah. How many sorry. Sorry. How many Adventureland signs have you made so far?
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had a count for you. Um, but again, just like the Jungle Cruise,
Oh yeah, you can look it up on your
I mean, I can look up the full amount of sales, which is like 1,100 something.
right.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I can say the Jungle Cruise, this Small World, the Pirates of the Caribbean, not laser, but
The
the,
actual sign,
the stress
that
one
big
that I make, yeah,
that big huge sign.
and then the Warrens one
Oh
are,
right,
are
right.
my most popular. So
Yeah.
if you could divide 1,100 and let's just say by six, five being the signs and the other ones maybe accounting for everything else, that's a pretty good number, I would say. So
Oh, okay.
if you divided five by 1,000, then that's 200 each, right? So 1,100. I mean, I guess we're roughly between 200 to 150 to 200, probably each. I mean, give or take, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So then your next step is to glue the letters in.
yeah, I'll glue the letters in, and then the faux leather ropes. It's final, and that's it.
Wow.
Of course, the clear coat, which a little hard to
Yeah.
do on this stream, but
And how many clear coats do you put on there? It's just one or
uh,
two? Would you
about two.
two?
I mean, it depends, but I would say at least two. And again, if you wanted to, you could do like if you wanted the gloss, you can do it with the matte first, and then
Right.
do the gloss afterwards, and then that would still hide your glue,
You glue.
But I find for these, like I like the look of the matte,
Yeah.
whereas
Yeah.
like the pirate sign, I would totally do with gloss.
Right.
It's
And
just
how about your captain's quarters one? That's a pretty cool sign too. And your Lafitte's Landing sign.
yeah. What about them?
What do you put on that? Is it also gloss or
Um, I tend well, actually, that one is gloss. I think it goes either way, but I think more likely if it's distressed.
can you show that one? I want to see that one.
The Captain Quarters.
Yeah. I just happened to see it on one of the shows on Disney Plus. Yeah, that looks so neat.
So that glare right there was like a knot. So you can see this.
Oh, right.
This was actually. I think this is actually a satin.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
But
because that's what I use. I use the satin,
yeah. So
like
those
a
are not
polyurethane
kind of
satin.
showing through, but
Yeah,
um, I guess maybe I should have sprayed this with gloss, and you wouldn't see those as much.
yeah. And you said those are the knots, right? From the
Yeah, you could tell those two are definitely knots right there.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then there was one that was um, cut right there. You can see
Right. Yeah.
this is a panel board
Oh,
from
yeah. I see it.
Mill.
I see.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a pine, right?
yeah. You can get these. These are excellent for doing these kind of signs.
Yeah.
I would have to glue them together in order to do these, but you can get these panel signs at Lowe's. They don't have them at Home Depot really, but um, you can see the.
And you just routed them out, right?
Yeah, I routed out those. Well, actually, this is all done on the CNC.
Oh, it
But
is. Oh, okay. Wow.
the skull is laser cut and it's 2 layers.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you get the thickness.
Yeah, but it's also that's CNC, so it's sunken down a little bit.
Huh.
Um, I still have not gotten a clear photo of this. Remember,
Okay. So that's why I was asking you about this
yeah,
because I had just seen on Disney Plus. I forgot what show it was, but it was the maintenance guys going in into the trough, right? And they were doing something, and he was standing right in front of that,
but can you
or
see it?
right to the. Yeah, you can actually see. We get a good picture of it.
I need to go find that.
Yeah,
If you remember, like I was trying to get LMG Chris
yeah,
to take a photo, and even his camera didn't have enough time to go zoom in and take.
yeah. Well, because you kind of go. What's weird is you think you got enough time when you go through there because it goes so slow,
Yeah,
but you don't because you actually
it's
you
turning.
drift.
Yeah,
Exactly,
if it was on the
exactly.
other side, you would be fine. But because it's
Yeah,
turning, by the time you see it and it comes at the corner, like the time you get the photo
it,
and you zoom in on it,
it
it's like you're already moved and it's almost gone.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's kind of placed in a bad spot. And by the way, this is hard to hang up because of
Oh, sorry.
these things.
All
I'll have to do that later.
right. Well,
Uh,
thanks for showing that. That's cool.
yeah, I've only sold a couple of those. I thought they'd be more popular, but
You know what though? I think people don't even see that sign.
yeah, you'd have to be the Pirates fan in order to even know like where it's from.
Yeah, Yeah.
But like the
So for
first
those of
one,
you that don't know where it's from,
yeah,
it's in where the pirate's laying in his bed,
right. That's the captain. That's
the
his quarters.
captain. Yeah. And the sign is right up front when you make the bend
Yeah,
there.
it's like leaning on something.
Yeah.
My first one actually went to Ernie, and like he was like, "Oh, I need that," and he put it right on his bedroom door. So Ernie being, if anybody watches Justin Scarred, creepy Ernie as he calls him, Bob Cruz
He's a
manager.
good guy. I like Ernie.
Yeah, Ernie's awesome.
Yeah.
Like I said, hopefully he will be on our podcast. We'll see.
Yeah, I hope so. He'd be fun
Um,
to have on
I got
there.
to talk to him again and Joey as well from Disney Universe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so letter time. So there are some duplicates, you can tell. The E, like I showed you before, those look different. So that's easy to figure out. The N's, on the other hand, I mean, like if you,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
they are pretty
Flip 'em
much
over.
the same. So it doesn't matter too much. I mean, if you look at it, like it comes out to that point,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's there. The other one, the only other thing is that the point comes out that way, so you can just turn it around.
Turn.
But there's
Yeah,
no
that's
way
cool.
anybody's gonna notice like what one actually should go where. You can't tell them
Right.
apart.
Right. Right.
The D's are almost exactly the same again, so that's easy. And then the A's are again pretty
They
much
yeah,
exactly
they
the
look
same.
the same.
So nobody's gonna figure that out. So as long as you line those up, that's pretty good. Everything else, plain to see. So, um, so I usually start on one side, which I will do with the D. Now the key here. Well, let me go back. When I engraved these before,
Mhm. Yeah.
I had to put more glue down because it was going down further, and then this wasn't sunken down, so it was kind of writing on top of the engrave.
Oh,
It
right.
didn't make for
Right.
the best gluing.
Yeah.
So when I was like,
But
I'll just make it, uh, a score line, and you could still see it, but also the glue is on top, so it's so it connects right away. But it also means you can take it too far if you don't pay attention to what you're doing. So you just make a thin little glue line, and then you just line it out where it should
yeah,
go.
and it's way easier to do it on there than rather on the letter.
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense. So
Yeah.
hold down for a little bit, and
Wow.
good to go.
That's quick.
Yeah, it's because I'm not using that much glue, so it's pretty thin.
Yeah.
In fact, I barely even squeeze the bottle because otherwise it get too much.
Yeah, and then you get the squeeze out and you got to clean that up.
Yeah, in fact, that was a bit much, but look, it's already.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes just holding this down,
Is enough. You don't even have to squeeze.
it's just enough to make a little line. Yeah, stop moving.
Yeah. And what kind of which brand do you use of super glue?
It's Starbond,
Starbond, that's right.
and this is the medium. It's what I
So
pretty much use all the time.
what does that mean, the medium?
The consistency of the glue. So there's like a thick, which will make it run thicker. It won't absorb as fast. And
Okay.
then there's a thin, which if you wanted to get
Like
like right
flood it?
on the other side of this, you can get a little needle point and like put the glue on there, or
Oh,
there
right.
actually is like a needle you can put as a tip.
Attached to it? Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll get underneath there. It's for more control, pretty
Yeah.
much. But
Okay.
this works for us for most everything. There's also different colors. Like a lot of people use a black or a brown to like fill in gaps in the wood or like little nail holes or something.
Oh, that's good.
Like putty,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah. So I was, like with the type bond that we use, the woodworking,
great,
you have the 1, 2, and 3.
which is the
So
level of water.
yeah, the
One is
what do you
not
call it?
waterproof.
Waterproof,
Yeah,
and setting time too.
right.
So,
2 or 3 is what you use for cutting boards because it is water.
yeah. Number 3 is they use a lot for outdoor stuff too.
Yeah.
So I have to use the 3, 4, or 2 or 3 for the cutting board kit I got from Woodcraft.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to see what it was like. So
I started out making some. They're pretty cool, but
yeah,
man, so
E-
many people on Etsy.
everybody makes those things.
I don't know how they make any money. Like,
Yeah,
unless they're using cheaper material. But like when I was using the good material, like the
yeah.
hardwoods and the
The
purple
heart.
hearts
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
that. I mean, I spend a couple $100 in material, and I could probably get like 8 boards out of it. Depending on how much you buy, but like enough.
yeah,
Um, and if I, were to charge a couple $100 for each one, I mean, for the amount of time you're
yeah.
putting into it, like it's not
Yeah,
even
was
worth
it
it
worth it? Yeah,
because you're not going to sell them for what you want because someone on Etsy is like, here's $50. I'm like, what?
yeah.
How do you
Well,
even
and
do
you can go to places like Ross or Big Lots or something like that and get a cutting board.
Yeah. But I mean, I just made them as gifts. I didn't sell any.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's just like
Well, and
I
yeah,
wanted
speaking,
to.
well, then you have the the specialty wood too.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is like I was buying
Yeah.
the good wood, and in fact, I bought some. Um, I think it was from Woodcraft actually. No, Woodworker Source. Um, I bought strips already cut because I was going to make one with Christy,
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah.
we never got around to doing it actually.
Yeah.
But,
You still have all the wood and
I still have
everything.
the wood. Yeah. It's good stuff too. It's like Purple Heart, and there's like
Yeah, that's what the one I got it has in there.
yeah, there was like an orange color. I forgot what it was, but it's all like naturally colored wood.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
But
it's looking neat, Jace.
I don't get too fancy with the like I'm not making triangles. I'm just making stripes on the color board.
Yeah.
But some of those guys, man,
They go all out.
they go out and you got to make sure everything is cut perfectly and it's like geometrically aligned. Otherwise, your cuts, to make triangles and stuff, it's not going to line up. And that's a lot of money if you're not doing it right and you mess up.
Yeah. Your brother.
Too late. Actually, I haven't done it this time, but
No, last time you did.
last time I did. The V is probably in the L, I guess. Make sure it gets enough glue, otherwise.
The pop off.
Yeah, I mean, you just don't want things to be loose because it's nothing supporting it.
Yeah.
I guess the U kind of the same. Everything else kind of has something. Well, I guess a lot of them don't, but like the D and the A's and
Yeah,
all those
they're all
have
together. Yeah.
connecting.
So what else is left to put on here? The little leather strapping, right?
Yeah,
And that's what those holes are for.
yeah.
So in Adventureland, how many signs have you made? Meaning, like the Tiki Room, the Indiana Jones.
I was just with
You
this and Jungle Cruise.
what's that?
Just this and Jungle Cruise.
Okay. You need to make an indie sign.
Yeah, if you look at that though, those giant snake heads on either side, I'm not sure how I would do that. Style.
Or the Bengal barbecue sign. That one's pretty
And
cool
that one
too.
too has got a big tiger head. Do you know Hollywood Haunter? I think that's what it is.
So, yeah, it sounds familiar. Yeah.
He makes stuff, and he redid both of those, but with foam and all that, and carved it out.
Oh,
He's
okay.
really good.
Okay.
I talked to him a few times, but I mean that's a lot if you're going to do those for every client.
Yeah.
You'd
Yeah.
you'd have to make some kind of mold or something. But if I can find doing layered, like I was saying, like the tiki necklace. If you do layered and make that snake head, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But
That might be the way to do the snakehead is with the layers
yeah,
like that.
that also gets into the whole copyright aspect. And the reason I chose these signs because it's not another franchise. It doesn't say Indiana
Yeah.
Jones. This doesn't say
Yeah.
Disney.
Right.
Clearly it's Disney, but I'm not trying to make Mickey Mouse. I'm not trying to make anything that says Disney. I'm not selling a Disney sign. It's a replica of a ride sign.
Right.
So I would never make the Star Wars logo and sell it. Like I'm just not doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the whole tricky thing about these things.
Yeah. And trying to shove this in a hole that you can't see on
Yeah.
the front side.
How thick is that the banding?
Um, I mean, I think this was
Yeah.
it's probably a 16th. I mean, I don't know the actual. I'm sure it's measured in millimeters, but
Yeah.
it's about a 16th width, maybe a little more.
Is that also something you pick up at
On Amazon.
Amazon?
So
You got an Adventureland Amazon.
Amazon, if you don't buy from Amazon, then you're in denial.
Yeah.
So anyway, I put that through the hole, and I'll hold this down a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I see. Oh, yeah, and then you could put the glue.
Yeah. So just enough to hold that, and then I spray always on this because I don't want to sit here and hold it for an hour.
Yeah.
So that's good, and so we want this to be cross. So it comes out of that hole, and we have to come over here, and then we come into the other hole. So
Oh,
you
I
see
see.
it's
Yeah.
already making like a cross, and then we cross over here. And we come back to that side where we first started, and just kind of
And glue that in?
hold
Wow.
I'll hold it from over here. Hold that down and glue it.
And I would not be able I would have already broken the sign trying to put that.
I mean, it's there's no way you can break it. I guess let's say that. So after you're done, just kind of
Separate it a little bit.
yeah, just so you can kind of see the X, just like that.
That's cool.
So on the front looks good. On the back, not so much, but it's what it is,
Yeah, you're not hanging up the back.
right?
But
So I'll just do that exactly the same, but upside down over here.
how did you figure out what kind of um, banding stuff you're going to use?
trial and error on that one too. At first, I had something that was thinner and looked more like rope,
Yeah.
but I didn't like the thickness, and I couldn't find another rope looking like I wanted.
Hmm.
Um, so I just found this. This is like a faux leather cord, pretty much, and it just oops, messed that up. Came over on the inside, not paying attention. Um, there we go. Uh, yeah. So this, I mean, I think in reality, it should be leather anyway. So like,
Yeah.
it wasn't like a rope on the real sign. I don't believe anyway. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But in terms of how this looks, I like it
Yeah.
better than the string or twine or whatever that I was using before.
Yeah. It looks good. And Nikki said that's cool.
Oh, yeah. No freebies.
Yeah.
Phil can make his own.
Hey,
Over here.
Phil can make that now.
Phil's the only one, or you, that I would actually give the files to. I've had people ask, you show me the
Yeah.
file, and like I'm not creating my own competition. Sorry.
I made that mistake with something else with computers and
Yeah.
yeah.
People are like, "Oh, I swear, I'm not gonna," whatever, and then all of a sudden, someone else is selling the same stuff.
Yeah. You don't want that.
I mean, someone even copied my router base thing. The one that, well, this
Oh,
one.
for the Ryobi? Yeah.
I've changed it since. It's kind of hard to tell, but like I have different grooves for different router bases. Either Ryobi or the plunge cut or the fixed one, or
Yeah.
um, some will fit in the rigid because it's pretty much the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I need one for I have a little handheld Bosch now. Can
yeah,
you make one for the Bosch?
maybe, but
The
also
the little 12-volt.
um, my friends over at Make a Wood Sign might already have one.
Oh, Eric?
Yeah, they do a bunch of other stuff too.
Yeah, because I bought the base from them for my DeWalt.
Yeah, check them first
Yeah.
because they put the handles on theirs and stuff.
Yeah, I love it. It's so easy to use with my DeWalt
I
with those handles.
purposely don't put a handle on mine because I don't want to copy them. That's their thing.
Yeah, yeah. No, but we got the little DeWalt, or sorry, the little Bosch 12-volt router.
Yeah,
That thing's really nice. It's
I make
just
the bigger one for the handheld wireless, but you know what I mean.
the cordless one.
The cordless One Plus trim
Yeah,
router.
yeah, yeah,
Mainly because that's the ones I have. Um,
yeah,
I'm cheap, so they're all Ryobi.
yeah.
Um,
No, I have a Ryobi
yeah,
as
but
well,
mine,
and
mine aren't
but
just.
you got a corded one, didn't you?
Yeah, like I said, I have the fixed.
Yeah.
Um, Sticking to it, but mine aren't just for router bait. Like it's not just to have a base. This is
Yeah.
specifically to have the guide.
Right, right. Yeah, because I have the Ryobi one, the cordless one,
Yeah,
but it didn't have enough power when I was making those tables. I didn't have enough power.
yeah.
It would, it took me 3 passes, and then I had to let the thing sit. And while my DeWalt one had no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, well, there's probably like a brushless one now that is better or whatever,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
you get the more powerful batteries. Um, a lot of people like my router base because the one that comes with is square.
Yeah.
Mine's round.
Yeah. I like it.
Some people buy it just to have the round router base, even though they're not using the guides, and it's a little bigger.
Right.
So
Right. It's looking good, Jace.
almost there.
Yeah.
Not too many people commenting though.
When you first built this, how long did it take you to put everything together? Did it take you a little while to kind of figure it out? And
Yeah, I mean, probably like twice as long.
yeah.
Just just because you're not used to it. Like how many times I mess these things up trying to like
Oh,
go back
the
and
way
forth.
the crisscross.
Yeah, just like when you're on the Jungle Cruise when you wind up the arrowheads.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I would like I'm like having some face the same direction even though it's on the other side, and so I end up pulling the glue off and then folding it on top of each other. But then it sticks up a little more, but at least it's taken down the right way. So it's a little weird. See, sometimes I check on myself too just to make sure that I didn't mess up.
Yeah, just
But you can tell everything looks exactly the same. It comes out the same way every time.
yeah.
And as long as your thing ends up on the right side, you have a pretty good shot that you're doing something right. And I leave these things a little long. Um, just depends on your preference. Maybe you want them looser or you can trim them off or whatever. But some people might not start there, or they might, depending on how you start it, it might be less at the end. So, like if
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
did a lot more and you put it up there, then you would have a lot less at the end. So I usually just I measure it out and I just give it a little extra.
Yeah, you got to see what Nikki put.
Yeah.
This is funny.
Are you guys playing games side by side? So we were playing. We all play Monopoly Go on mobile.
Yeah, I was trying to get that going.
You should. We're all on it.
Yeah.
Um, and I came in late. Like my brother was starting playing, and she was playing, and I kind of surpassed my brother and her, and then all of a sudden she's like level 2,500 or something, and I was like below 2,000. I don't know how she passed me so by. Like it's just like I don't know because you only get a certain number of dice unless you're paying for them. Like I just wait for the dice to come, and sometimes you're waiting too long. Oh, okay. He's doing a lot of these flags.
Yeah. Uh, he doesn't see Nikki's chat. I think is that because she's on something else or uh-oh, you're breaking up again. And there goes your internet. You're frozen. You probably have to restart again. And here we're back to me again. So he'll be restarting pretty soon and coming back. So and in the meantime, we have 4 people watching now. So that's good. Yeah, Jay makes some pretty cool signs. Are you going to color that sign? Um, I don't think he does that. I don't know. We'll see. Are you going to color this sign, Jay?
No, no coloring.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. I
All
can
right.
hear you.
Yeah. So that was 2 disconnects today.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's pretty bad. I'm gonna have to call him.
Oh, Nikki's on her phone. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
So we have
So
three on Interactive Realm and one on Signs.
yeah, she's. I need your Monopoly stickers.
Let's see what I have. I just cashed some in. You can cash in your duplicate stickers for. It's funny. You get like 100. Wait, what? Nah, no service needed. Um, you cash in like your hundreds extra cards, and you get like a few cards back, and like lucky if you get like not even 50 dice. It's like
I gotta,
not even worth it
uh,
though.
I gotta try it with you guys.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're not really playing against each other. You're just doing your own thing, but you can add me as a
Yeah,
friend, and you
yeah,
can kind of
because
take
you
my
sent that to me. So
yeah. I sent invites, but yeah,
and
I
looking
mean,
good, Jace. That
this
looks
is
really neat.
this is done. That's all there is,
Yeah,
and yeah, like I said, it's
yeah.
pretty tough.
That's it's like a boomerang.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's coming back to you, but don't throw it.
Yeah.
But it is just like the photo. I mean, or the real life one.
Yeah, the cutoff
You
there.
cut off on
Yeah,
that one.
yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty cool.
I
I need
like
to
it.
make more. Like I said, I had photos of the next ones I wanted to do, which would have been um, Golden Horseshoe and Big Thunder.
Oh yeah.
Big Thunder is a little different because it's pretty much that little shack in the front where you walk in.
Wait,
So
which one?
Big Thunder Mountain.
The Big Thunder? Yeah.
So it has the
Oh,
tiny.
that's right. It's got the
It's like a
yeah,
wall, like a shack, and it's got a roof
yeah,
line. But I thought if I just do the roof line and the name, and
yeah.
then have like the shingle looking stuff, might be pretty cool. And then the Golden Horseshoe, 2 layers. So you have the font or the text, whatever, and then you have the outside golden layer, and I can do that the same way I did the SEA sign with the
Oh yeah,
rubber
with
ball.
the gold pen.
Yeah, well, it's not a pin; it's putty.
Oh, putty. Yeah.
Yeah, the rubber
Oh
band.
yeah, when you rubbed it on
Yeah,
the letters,
so it
right?
looks like more shiny or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like an oil based rub, I guess. But yeah, I still want to do those. So we'll see.
Cool.
So I guess that's it for now, unless anybody has any other questions or comments
Or
besides my
the
brother or sister.
the next sign you want to see being made.
Yeah, or what else? What else could we do live streaming wise? I mean, besides I can like talk about. Oh, there's Beth.
Yeah.
Beth is in my community, and she her kids go to school with my nephew.
Oh, cool.
So he says, Beth says hi.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and Beth and her husband Ken, they and her dad or his dad lives here too. But they're all from Boston, so it's kind of cool to have that kind of connection because I used to live in
Yeah,
Boston.
yeah, because you were there too. Except you don't have an accent, so
I don't have the accent.
yeah.
Um, they don't really either. I mean, some words maybe. I think his dad does a little more. But yeah. Anyway, so I
Yeah, it
guess
looks great.
yeah, we are yeah about an hour and a half, so it's exactly halfway from the
So
last one.
you you want to do the small world sign next?
We can, yeah.
Because
So we should,
you also make those mini signs. Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's it's not as much. You're just kind of sanding. That's all you're really doing on those. So same thing as like the
Uh-oh.
120, I think. You have to check my Etsy. I think it's 120. Um, that was Nikki. Oh, you put it on screen.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, so we schedule one for next Wednesday then, same time.
Sure.
We'll do Small World. Can you? No. Like I said, Phil can make
Phil
them.
can Phil can make it.
You just got to order supplies.
Yeah, we can do it next Wednesday again.
Yeah, so we'll do Small World and then figure out what else we can do. Maybe we can do a session where I actually design something. I'm not
That'd
sure
be
how
cool.
good that would
Yeah,
is. That's kind of
yeah,
boring. I don't know, but maybe do it in sections.
yeah.
Design one of the ones I just said, like Golden Horseshoe or something.
Yeah, yeah. Cool.
But anyway, I guess we'll sign off for now. Be sure to like and subscribe and
All that sort of
share.
jazz. The usual stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for
All right.
joining or watching us later. I know we had several more views on the last one, so thank you guys for watching, and see you later.